Assalamu alaikum. We are Group 4. I am Akar Dakal. My other group mates are Asam Rakib Hassan and Maisha Noor. In the first draft, we talked about literature review. Now we're going to talk about methodology and experimental setup. So to access, since TikTok does not share its data publicly, it was challenging to get data from TikTok. So we had to do web scraping with Python and Selenium module. So we specifically targeted TikTok videos with significant number of views with more than 1 million views. From those videos, we collected video description, which is caption, and also included emoji and emoticons. From the Chrome's developer console, in the Chrome's developer console, we wrote a JavaScript to manually scroll through the comments and copy paste the comment into a CSV file. Then we process the comments in pandas. We aim to conduct sentiment analysis and topic detection and classification on these data sets. We label the data for sentiment analysis into these categories: positive, neutral, and negative. Similarly, for topic detection and classification, we label the data points as arts and culture, science and technology, politics and sports, and finally entertainment. As you can see in the picture, it is a TikTok post posted by Taylor Swift. It says a video of my dad took from last night in Vegas, and we can see a comment there. It says, "Hi Taylor, you're such an inspiration, and my family, thank you for being who you are, being such an advocate." So this is an example of a caption and comments. Now my friend Rakib will carry on with the presentation.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm SM Rakib Hussain, ID 2224138. So now I'll talk about the language models which we'll be using. So for NLP classifying sentiment analysis, we'll use transformer-based models because they are well suited for sentiment analysis and topic detection and classification tasks in natural language processing due to their ability to handle long-range dependencies and capture context effectively. So in sentiment analysis, transformer-based models can analyze the sentiment of a piece of text by processing the entire sequence of words as a whole, taking into account the relationship between words and their positions in the sequence. This is particularly useful in cases where the sentiment of a text is dependent on the context in which it appears. Similarly, in topic detection and classification, transformer-based models can analyze the entire sequence of words and capture the semantic relationships between them. This allows the model to identify topics and classify them accurately, even when the text contains complex language structures and nuances. Now, my friend Maisha Noor will talk about the next part of the presentation.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Maishanur. My ID is 20301379. Now I'm going to talk about the experimental setup. So sentiment analysis and topic detection and classification using transformer-based models involve the following general steps. Um, Number one, data pre-processing. The text data is processed by tokenizing it into individual words or subwords, converting the text into numerical representations, and splitting the data into training, validation, and testing sets. Next comes model training. The transformer based model is trained using the training set of data. During training, the model learns to identify patterns and relationships in the text data that correspond to sentiment or topic. Third comes fine tuning. After the initial training, the model is fine tuned using the validation set to optimize its performance. This involves adjusting hyperparameters and tweaking the model architecture. Next comes testing. So finally, the performance of the model is evaluated using the testing set of data. This is done by measuring metrics such as accuracy, precision, recall, and FI score. In the case of sentiment analysis, the transformer based model can be trained to classify text as positive, negative, or neutral. The model processes the entire sequence of words, taking into account the context and relationship between words to identify sentiment. For topic detection and classification, the transformer based model can be trained to identify and classify topics based on the content of the text. Also, the model learns to identify common patterns and relationships in the text data that correspond to specific topics. So, overall, transformer based models excel at these tasks due to their ability to capture complex relationships between words and their positions in the sequence, allowing them to identify sentiment and topics with high accuracy and efficiency. That was all for our second draft. Thank you.